This is the first ever custom shop line from Trident Fly Fishing, and it's called the Outbound Short Night Shift. And today we're going to find out why. Rio's been making a version of their Outbound Short line for many, many years. It's got a short, heavily weight-forward head that's designed to shoot line long distances. And by and large, it works really well. And that's why it's been one of our best-selling lines for years and years and years. So when Rio approached us to make a custom line, we decided to take a taper that was really fantastic and make some great changes to make it fit our specific needs just a little bit better. And that's how we came up with the Outbound Short Night Shift. And this line is the first ever warm water outbound short. And what that means is that we've taken a standard cold water core, which is going to be a braided, supple core, and paired it with a hard tropical coating. And what that's going to do is allow you to fish in a different range of conditions that might be a lot more applicable to your fishing situations than either a cold water or a pure tropical line. Here in Maine, for instance, we do a lot of striper fishing. And if you're striper fishing from a boat, that deck is going to get really warm in the summertime. So despite the fact that the water temps might be in the low to mid 60s, the deck is going to get up to 80, 85 degrees. And that's going to make that cold water line really too hot to use effectively. It's going to get sticky. It's just not going to shoot as well as it's supposed to. But on the other hand, if you've got a tropical line, we've also got quite cold water temps. So if you're sight fishing and your line's sitting on the deck the entire time, that's going to be okay. But if you're doing a lot of blind casting, you're going to get into a situation where that line cools off and it's just going to be too tangly to use. And that's where this warm water line is going to be just perfect. And while you might be thinking, are these conditions unique to Maine? No. This warm water line is going to work really well when your air and water temps are anywhere in the 60s and 70s. And that's going to be a lot of the time that you're fishing. So if you're fishing for albies in the fall, you've got those conditions. If you're fishing for winter reds in Louisiana, these conditions can be really similar. And you're going to find similar conditions up and down the East Coast based on the time of year. Even on cold days in Florida, you can use a line like this really effectively. Similarly, you'll be able to use it in freshwater for bass, pike, anytime when those temps get a little bit too warm for that cold water line. But we didn't want to stop there because we know that warm water might not be enough on its own to get you to switch. So we've done a couple of other really interesting things. We've brought back the clear tip intermediate for the Outbound Short. You could get this years and years ago, but now we're bringing it back to the standard intermediate. So if you're fishing for albies, you've got that extra edge with the clear tip. We've also added a glow-in-the-dark running line, so if you like to fish at night, whether you're mousing or fishing for stripers from the beach, you've now got that glow-in-the-dark running line that's going to make it way easier and more effective at night. And it allowed us to give it the cool name of Night Shift. This line is available in an 8, 9, and 10 weight in a full intermediate only, and it's got the exact same specifications as the standard Outbound Short, which is a 330 grain head for an 8 weight. And of course, it's available only at tridentflyfishing.com. So if you have questions about this line, give us a call. We're here to help. I'm Ben. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.